everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be finishing an unfinished project. The project in question is this hummingbird that I made a very long time ago, and I thought it was super ugly, so I thought I would never finish it, but today we are. So the main thing that I absolutely hate about this thing is how the beak is freakishly long, and I also forgot to add the eyes in. They're just indents, and I also hate the colors too. I don't know why on earth I decided to make a red, orange, yellow hummingbird, but I sure did. This is what the wings look like, and yes, they have been through the washer. And yes, they do look like teeth. First, I'm just changing the findings from gold to silver, and the main reason I did this is because with the color change, I plan on doing more cooler tones, and I find that silver finding match better. Next is making the beak shorter, and I just took some pliers and I cut off a small segment, and then I'm going to use some sandpaper and shave it down. This method was the easiest. I did consider taking off the beak completely and just replacing it with a new toothpick, but I thought that would be too complicated and I didn't want to run the risk of it breaking because, sometimes super glue doesn't work that great. So here's what it looks like after it's been all shaved down. I kind of wish it was thinner, but I feel like it's better than what it was before. I took a small log of clay and I cut 2 even segments for the eyes. After that, I just rolled them into balls, and to attach them inside the eye indents, I used some TLS and I put it in the indent, and then I put the ball of clay inside, and then I baked it in the oven again. So I wanted the wings to be more chubby and less elongated like the other ones. So I rolled out a thin sheet of clay through my pasta machine, and then I cut out a square. And after that square was cut, I just cut it diagonal to make 2 triangles. Then I smoothed out the edges so they weren't as rough, and I took one of my silicone tools and made some indents on the bottom part, like the flat edge of the wing. I also didn't like how thick the sculpting job was. I'm not really sure how to explain it without sounding terrible. So I tried some sanding paper and I sanded it down a bit to see if I could unsculpt it, if that makes any sense. Of course it didn't really work and all of the paint just came off, which was fine because it made the paint job easier to apply. I found these metal pieces that I thought would be cool to include, so I used the one on the far right and I just unscrewed the eye screw, and then I glued that piece on top of the head, and then I just reinserted the eye screw and just glued it in. Next, I'm just doing a base coat with some white acrylic paint, and I'm just using the Michaels Craftsmart brand. I did decide on a reference picture, and this is the one I will be using, and it's this cute blue, gray, white hummingbird that I really liked, and yes, I realize it's completely opposite of what the other one looked like. I like this one better. When the white base layer was dry, I started painting on the body with some teal paint to match the reference picture, and I just blotted it on the body so it made it look like some feathers. On the back, I did a darker teal color, and I did my best to blend it in with the paint from earlier. I painted the wings with the same dark teal paint. Here's what the paint job looks like so far. I did do the vast majority of it off camera because it's really hard to set up an iPad in front of you and paint, and I was more focused on getting the details right than filming. I mixed some teal and some black to make this darker teal, and I'm just using that to paint the beak and the eyes. Later I do actually make a darker version of this and I do go over it. Next, I took the wings and I put some super glue on top, and I just attached those to the body. I mixed up a new color of paint and I added these line details where the eyes are. And this is when I realized that I like this color way better, so I started painting the beak again, and then I went over the eyes. I also realized the tufts of feathers looked kind of one-dimensional, so I put the same color under to create some sort of shadow. I also added the same color on the back for more detail. I wasn't completely sold if I liked it or not, so I decided to glaze it with some glitter, and these are the colors that I used. I tend to use glitter on projects when I don't really like them that much in hopes to make it better. And you know what? 9 times out of 10 it actually does work, and I feel like it did work to some extent on this project. So this is what the hummingbird looks like all finished. I really like how it turned out after it was glazed with glitter. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and if you want to see another video of me finishing unfinished projects, because definitely got more of those. So I'll see y'all next time. Bye!